Thanks for sparing some time.
Pleasure.
I mean, how are you? We've been watching you playing football Euros. You've had no rest, it seems. How was Germany for you, and how is it to be back now with Arsenal?
Well, of course, disappointing to be out from the competition too soon. To don't qualify from the group stage with 4 points is a bit of. But still, I think we deserve it. It's good for us. It was another lesson, I would say, because you cannot start this kind of competitions with the game we started. So we lost 3-0 against Romania, and then obviously, to go out from this situation is super hard. Still, I would say we did good, in the last 2 games, but it's not enough.
I mean, everyone loves, every neutral loves Ukraine, but you also had the disappointment, I presume, of not winning the league with Arsenal, coming so close at the end. So you did like a double. How do you recover from that, and what did you do to get yourself?
Well, it was tough, but I already had this experience in the past, losing the final of Champions League. So probably that game, it was one of the most painful in my life. And since that game, I would say that I think I became much stronger inside, and that's why I already know how to react on this kind of situations. So.
In terms of the Euros, so the tournament ends. As a footballer, what do you do to switch off? You opened a new restaurant with your wife. That's completely different to football. I don't know if it's a switch off.
Well, it was like our dream, in the past. We've been working, especially my wife. She's been working super hard, to get it done. It was just our dream, to make something special, like our own, at the place where we feel the most comfortable. So, in Kiev, in Ukraine, and I know it's the toughest time of our independence time as a country, and maybe it's not the ideal timing as well to do your business, but still we believe that the war will finish very soon, and the peace will be there.
I mean, is that part of the kind of, if you have a business plan, and obviously you're thinking beyond the end of your football career, but then you've got to kind of balance that with the fact that obviously it's a difficult time anyway. So is that all the things that you've got to think about?
I think so. I think you can combine everything. Because our restaurant is not just proper restaurant where you can come and just eat and stuff. So is it the place where you can watch any sports, especially football, because we have a lot of TVs. We have a big screen as well, the main one, which is what I've heard as well from the people, the feedbacks, that it's amazing place as well. So the sound there is great. So that's what we were trying to do, to make this atmosphere like you are at the stadium. And what I heard, I didn't been there yet, like when it's been done. But what I heard, it's good. So let's see how it will be.
Well, it's positive that an investor such as yourself invests at times like this as well.
I think football career, let's be honest, is too short. You don't realize it until it's done. But now, to be honest, I'm 27 and I can feel it as well, how time flies. And while you're working so hard, you're earning money as well. You need to invest in the right way, because while you're a football player, you have a lot of different things to do to waste your money just to the bin, I would say. To buy a lot of different stuff and stuff like this. But thanks God, I've got my wife as well, which is like helping me in this case, to do the right things.
In terms of football, I asked Mikel Arteta earlier, you know more than anybody the standards of Manchester City. It feels as though Arsenal have virtually had 2 nearly perfect seasons and ended up second both times. What is the little difference that you have to fit?
I think how much City pushed us during these last 2 years, it shows that how demanding this league and where the level is. So, I used to say that the Premier League, why is the toughest league in the world? Because obviously every single opponent can beat each other, and every single game is like a final here. And this is not just words, this is true actually, because even in the beginning of the season you can lose some games, you can drop some points, and then you might think, oh, I'll be back, but these kind of points you can just miss in the last period of the season, and then you will try to bite your elbows, but the elbows is too far, it's too late. So that's why it shows how demanding this league, and that you need to be at your 100 or even more in every single game.
That's a very interesting analogy, biting your elbow.
Yeah, that's how people in my country used to say. So you will try to bite your elbows, but it's too late.
I'm just wondering, is the Premier League the ultimate prize for the players and for Arsenal? Because when you came from City with Gabi Jesus, you could see, Mikel spoke about, you could see the uplift in the whole squad. This is the level. You have to be like you guys to compete with City. Try to win the league.
I don't think we need to try to copy someone like, let's say, City. Of course, they are probably at the moment the best team in the world, because if you look at the stats and titles they have won for the last couple of years, it's amazing. So, of course, you need to always look at the best and try to be not like them. You need to try to be on top of them. So. Mikel as well with his staff, he's doing amazing job here, and of course I know him for a while since I've been at City, and I always knew that he will be an amazing manager, and like the development of in the club as well inside, you can see the progress. I don't know how people from outside of the club probably can see it, but from inside as well. So I think Arsenal is on the right way. And I think I really hope and believe that in the closest future Arsenal can achieve a lot of good things.
You're looking fit and strong, I presume you are. It looks like there's going to be even more competition for places at Arsenal in the first team this season. Jurrien Timber's fit as he was playing. Where do you see your role this season, your favourite position, and how can you best personally?
Well, wherever manager is going to use me in the club, I will be happy to give my best and to do my all. Because all of us here, of course, it will be an amazing competition for not just on my position and the others as well, because that's what you need, in the team who wants to achieve a lot of things, to win a lot of titles. You need to have this competition, because this is the way when you push each other. This is the way when you improve.
Is it possible to keep your close friendships when you're all
100%, 1,000,000%. Look, we are all professionals here, and as soon as we step on the pitch, we just need to do our best, our job at 100%, and then the rest of the pitch we can be again one family.
Do you think part of your role in this squad is helping to guide the younger players? 27 sounds quite young to me, but it's you're an experienced footballer, helping the likes of Jurrien Timber to become the best version of themselves. Is that part of your job then?
Well, I know him even before he came to Arsenal. I played against him in the national team as well at the Euros, so I knew him as a player. He is an unbelievable player, unbelievable guy, so humble, working super hard. Unfortunately for him, he just picked up the injury last year, but he's doing amazing now. I was watching all the process, the way he was coming back from the injury, how much he was working. So it's just chapeau, to him, and everything what he passed. Honestly, he deserves a lot of praise. So I just wish every single player in the club to do his best, and this is the only way to achieve a lot of things.
Last one,
yeah. So I just you were talking about the restaurant. What is it called? And I'm just thinking of Mikel. We think of Mikel and Edu having their big barbecues. Is there a lot of food cooking chat going on at Arsenal now?
This is what I really like in this club. That we do it quite often. Like dinner all together. We always they always trying to mix the tables, so you don't spend a lot of time, okay, all of us, we have circles, small circles in the team where you just want to spend more time with these teammates. But at this kind of dinners, they always mix the tables, so you always sit with someone else, and this is the idea, about to make us like even closer to each other.
And sorry, what is the restaurant called? Your restaurant is
My Inch. Inch.
Where does that come from?
Inch is like, I think this is like the measure of in UK, right?
Yeah,
Inch.
inch, yeah.
So I don't know how many centimeters is this. I guess.
Yeah, it's about
It's
6
about
inches is a foot.
So yeah.
Careful.
So it means like every single inch matter.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I just, sorry, I mean, I'm going to ask a few of the players, I mean, you have a great relationship with the Arsenal fans. That song, when they started singing that song for you, Zinchenko,
Yeah.
always, how does it make you feel? And what,
I couldn't believe it, to be honest. That was in the first game in the Premier League against Crystal Palace away, and that was my first start for the club, in the Premier League as well. So after 15 minutes, I would say, they started to sing this song, and I was like, I stopped for a minute, and I was like, is it actually my name? So Jaka was joking with me that he spent 10 years at the club and he didn't get anything. You spent 15 minutes and then you've got another.
it's a great song.
That was amazing feeling. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for that.
Thank you.
Well,
Really
lots of
appreciate
Nice way
that.
to